Let us ask you some questions, because let's establish a beginning point and then we'll move on to new heights. Do you accept, at least to some degree, that you are a vibrational being? And do you accept that the way you feel is your indicator of one thing only? How much of your whole perspective you're allowing or not? Isn't that interesting? So if I'm afraid, that means I should be afraid. Because if I feel fear, what it really means is I've established a vibration that isn't including the wholeness of who I am, so my point of attraction can't let in what I really want. So your fear is letting you know that your point of attraction is not including what you want. It's sort of like if you would stand over there, you'd get it, but while you're standing over here, you can't. So you're standing over here in fear and you can't get it. So then we say, stand over there and get it. You say, okay, I'll stand over there. I'm on my way. I'll stand over there. But it's not easy to, on a dime, turn those emotions around, is it? And why is that? Why can't you just feel good because you want to? Why can't you just switch your vibration like you do a light switch? Because law of attraction is shoring you up with things that match pretty much where you are. So you say, well, this sucks. You're telling me I want to go over there, but I can't go over there because I'm over here. Is that right? Well, it's almost right. What we're saying is you want to go over there, but you can't go over there quickly because you've been practicing being over here. You got to change the way you practice. So the first step is, do you believe that over there exists? Do you believe that there is a vibrational version of you that includes the new and improved version of you? Do you believe that the larger part of you, the non-physical part of you that remains non-physically focused even while you're here in this physical body, is already standing there perceiving that new and improved life experience? And by that we mean, what do you think? Oh, this is so good. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, we're just going to enjoy it to ourselves for a little while. What do you think your inner being's perspective is? What do you think? Start again. So, if manifestation is emotion, did we get you on that one? Do you accept that in the moment of your emotion, you are having a manifestation, and that your emotion itself is a manifestation? It's a manifestation of what? It's a manifestation, an indication, a manifestation, an indication. It's proof, it's evidence. It's a manifestation of the vibrational mix that's going on within you. How much of who you really are you allowing yourself to blend with right here, right now? So what do you think your inner being, or Abraham, what do you think the source within you, how would you describe our manifestational experience? As emotional. In other words, what do you think it is like for non-physical? Do you think we're driving cars around? Do you think we're adding on to our house? Do you think we're writing memoirs? Writing books? Just try to imagine what is the perspective of source energy. It's an emotional experience. It's what you all want. In other words, it's the party you're all on your way to. It's the joy you all seek. It's the allowing of an understanding of love and worthiness, which is at the basis of every single thing that you all want. In other words, we are living the ultimate manifestation. This is what we want to convince you of. If we can convince you that the manifestation that you seek is to hook up with the manifestation that we live, then you'll have it figured out. You've been hearing us say for years, if you've been listening to us, and some of you have, you've been hearing us say that everything that everyone wants, no matter what it is, whether it's a pile of money, a relationship, an improvement in your body, everything, no exception, that everyone has ever wanted or ever will want is for one reason and one reason only. What is it? You will feel better in the having of it. You will feel better in the having of it. So if we can convince you here today that there is a feeling place where the larger part of you exists, that is the manifestation that you can accomplish right here, right now. Can you add on to your beach house today? No. Well, you can add a board. But can you add on and move in today? No. Can you even find your beach house today? Maybe. Can you pay for it today? Probably not. Can you be excited about your beach house today? Can you find your lover in the parking lot? We were there. He's not there right now. Can you find your lover today? Maybe and maybe not, but it is irrelevant whether you actually lick his face today or not. What is relevant is, can you feel the existence of your lover? Can you feel well-being when you're not living it? Can you feel it? And we know we ask you to focus beyond what is normal in your humandom. But when you do focus beyond what is normal, when you get your eyes on the big picture and you accept that you are source energy here reveling in this powerful moment. Now, how can you be eternally focused and focused here in this powerful moment? Abraham, make up your mind. I'm either eternal or I'm in this body. And we say, when you get it that you are both, when you get it that there is a blending that is taking place, and that in this powerful now, you have the ability to focus the wholeness of who you are into this moment, so that when you're having a conversation with someone, in your complete alignment with the wholeness of who you are then evoking the best from them. In your complete alignment with who you are, you're feeling the best in this moment. Your body is thriving the most in this moment. In other words, you didn't come here to be partially alive. You came here as life to express itself in this moment and in this moment and in this moment, to revel in the beauty of your planet and the beauty of the others with whom you share it. You came to revel in life, not to fix broken things, because as we have just been saying to you, Source does not acknowledge anything is broken, just as always expanding. So we say in simple terms, you can't get it wrong and you never get it done. And the reason you can't get it wrong is because it's never done. So if in this moment it feels sort of wrong, it isn't wrong, it's just not done. And in what feels like wrongness to you, there's a new rightness that's being born. And that rightness is the new expansion that is being born. So as you accept that you are always eternally expanding, then it sort of takes the sting out of standing in a place where the contrast is showing you something that you don't want. And what we want to convince you of today, we are determined to do it. We will give you everything that we and Esther has in order to help you understand that if you can accept that in this moment, right here and now, whatever the moment is, wherever you are, on the elevator, in traffic, making love, moving through your life in whatever way that you are, in every moment in time, there is this juncture where you meet you. And to the degree that you understand that and want to let the fullness of you be there in that moment, then your new decision, your newfound decision that you will leave here with today will be this: I am source energy in a physical body, and the emotion that I strive for is my manifestation of the juncture of that source and me. You have the ability to be fully focused in any moment. You can be fully alive or you can pinch yourself off. And to the degree that you focus upon good feeling things, you train yourself into that full aliveness. And then a wonderful thing happens. A wonderful acknowledgement occurs to you. And that acknowledgement is, you no longer have to demand of others that they behave or perform in specific ways in order to make your life better. You give up the impossibility of trying to control the uncontrollable, and you begin at once to control the only thing that really is controllable and the only thing that matters, and that is your own personal, in this moment, manifestation of an emotion that feels good to you. You can do that, and you can do it now. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt, however, and say you can do it, and you can do it within 10 minutes. You can bring yourself into alignment within 10 minutes every time. And when you show yourself that, then you're finally free. You're free of everything that ever bound you. Everything that has ever felt binding to you has always and only ever been that one thing. That one thing where you have chosen something in your now to use as your excuse to pinch yourself off from the fullness of who you are. When you choose those things and you say, you are the reason that I can't feel good, then you are bound. When you say, oh, there is no reason for me to have pinched myself off, because I now have full knowledge that I can, within 10 minutes, bring myself into alignment with who I am, then you are finally free. And then you'll be friskily moving through this life experience in good feeling moment after good feeling moment. And people who are watching you will say, what drug are you on and where did you get it? And you'll say, I'm on a natural drug. I've discovered that my physical body is a veritable chemical factory. And that when I get into an emotional place where I feel good, everything in my body works toward releasing everything that is good feeling. And they will say, well, it's obvious to me that you are on something. What is it? And you'll say, it's a very long story. But I can give you a quick version. I just decided to be happy. And they'll say, you are on something, you just won't admit it. You just won't admit it. Friends, what we really want to say to you is, it's easier than you've been making it out to be. But you don't try very hard until you feel desperate. But when you're desperate, then it's a little bit harder, because then you've got all that manifestation that you have to overcome. But it really is an easy thing. These things we know about you. You are source energy in physical bodies, here intending not just occasionally, not just at the basketball game, not just at the football game in the moment of the touchdown of the team that you've bet your money on, not just at those peak moments. You have intended to experience bliss and joy and satisfaction and peacefulness and contentment and invigoration and passion, or some version of all of those things in every moment of every day. You are powerful, genius, brilliant creators, and the source within you is reveling on that wavelength and having those feelings all day, every day. And when you feel less than that, it's only because you're focused in a lesser vibration than you are worthy of, a lesser vibration than you deserve. Life is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. When you meet people, you're supposed to like them. When you listen to people, you're supposed to find interesting things. In every moment, there is the potential of a succulent, delicious thing occurring in every moment. And if you're not having lots and lots and lots of those moments, it's because you're vibrationally out of whack, and you can do something about it, you see. It's so worth doing something about it. Don't ask anybody to change. Don't ask anything to be different. Don't ask one thing to be different. Just accept, I have the power to feel good anyway. I have the power to feel good, even though my government has lost its mind. I have the power to feel good, even though the weather is not my favorite. I have the power to feel good, even though I have the power to feel good because I choose to, and because the source within me already is there and is rooting for me, is beaming a signal to me. And anything less than that is only because I'm not making the effort to focus myself into the feeling, which is the easiest thing in the world to do. We have enjoyed this interaction more than words can convey. And in fact, we have conveyed to you vibrationally much more than words will ever convey. You can feel our conviction. You can feel our knowing. You know that we know what we know. You know that we mean what we say. You know unequivocally, right here, right now, that you are worthy beings and life is supposed to be good for you. And we're not kidding you when we say we are aware of everything that is important to you, and we are focused with you into the success that you are reaching for. We're just asking you to take the shortcut, the emotional journey. It's the shortcut. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain blissfully and eternally in the vortex.